You've seen the headlines. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind. Billions of dollars. Gone. Not stolen. Not lost. Burned. And the strangest part? They're calling it progress. Let's start with something you already understand. Imagine you're 5 years old. You want lemonade. Your mom gives you $10. You spend $2 on lemons, $3 on sugar, $1 on cups. You sell each cup for 50 cents. You made 12 cups. That's $6 back. You just lost $4. But here's the thing. You learned how to make lemonade. Now scale that up. Replace lemonade with intelligence. Replace $10 with 10 billion. Replace learning to make lemonade with teaching a machine to think. AI companies aren't selling lemonade. They're selling the recipe for lemonade that writes itself, and that recipe costs more than anyone imagined. Here's what they're spending on. That's the electricity, the servers, the chips. Training one large AI model can cost $100 million. Running it for millions of users, $700,000 per day. Then there's talent, the people who teach the machine. AI researchers don't work for $60,000 a year. They work for $500,000, sometimes $2 million, because there are only a few thousand of them in the world. And finally, you need the entire internet. You need books, conversations, images, video. You need it cleaned, labeled, organized. That costs money too. So here's the reality. AI companies spend billions to build the engine, then they give it away. ChatGPT? Free. Claude? Free. Gemini? Free. They're lighting cash on fire to let you play with the matches. Now you might be thinking, that's insane. Why would anyone do that? Here's where it gets interesting, because they're not playing the game you think they're playing. You see a product, they see a position. Let me explain it the way a 5-year-old would understand. Imagine you're the only kid in your neighborhood who knows how to ride a bike. Everyone else is still on training wheels. You don't charge people to watch you ride. You let them see it for free. You let them want it. Then, when they finally need to learn, you're the only one who can teach them. That's what AI companies are doing. They're teaching the world to depend on intelligence they control. Here's the part most people miss. Burning cash isn't the problem, it's the strategy. In finance, there's a concept called customer acquisition cost. How much do you spend to get one person to use your product? For a coffee shop, maybe $5 in ads. For a software company, maybe $200. For AI companies, $0. Because once you use their AI, once you build your business on it, once your workers learn it, once your systems depend on it, you don't leave. It's called lock-in, and it's worth billions. So yes, they're burning cash now, but they're not building a lemonade stand. They're building the only road out of town. And soon, if you want to drive anywhere, you'll pay the toll. So what does this mean for you? Let's break it down into something you can actually use. Principle 1. Free is a financial weapon. When something this expensive is free, someone is paying. Not with money, with attention, data, dependency. Ask yourself, what am I giving in exchange for this tool? Principle 2. Adoption is the new monopoly. Monopolies used to be about owning the factories. Now they're about owning the behavior. If 1 billion people use the same AI to write, think, and decide, that AI doesn't just assist, it shapes. Principle 3. The burn is temporary, the moat is forever. Right now, AI companies are in a race, not to profit, to outlast. Whoever survives the burn becomes the standard, the default, the infrastructure. And infrastructure doesn't compete on price, it sets it. Principle 4. Capital is belief made visible. Investors aren't dumb. They're not funding chaos. They're funding the future shape of work. They believe that in 10 years, every company will run on AI, every worker will use it, every decision will be filtered through it, and they want to own the filter. Principle 5. You are the training data. Every conversation you have with an AI teaches it, every question, every correction. You're not just a user, you're a co-creator of the thing that may replace you. That's not cynical, that's just true. Here's the mental model that ties it all together. Think of AI companies like farmers in a gold rush. Everyone else is digging for gold. They're selling the shovels. But they're not charging for the shovels yet. They're giving them away because they know once you dig with their shovel, you'll need their cart, then their scale, then their rails to ship it. The burn isn't waste, it's vertical integration in slow motion. And the people who understand that early, the ones who see the infrastructure being built beneath the hype, they won't be surprised when the fees start. They'll be ready. So, why are AI companies burning cash? Because cash burns fast, but defaults last forever. You don't have to fear it, you don't have to reject it, but you do have to see it clearly. Not as magic, not as inevitability, as business. The same patterns that built oil empires, telecom monopolies, and tech platforms, they're here again. Just faster, just smarter, and just like before, the people who win aren't the ones with the best product. They're the ones who control the roads. You're not 5 anymore, but the game is still the same.